Well, guys, looks like we're getting ghosted. It's been over a month and a half since we've talked to her, and she still isn't responding to any of our texts or any of our calls. Obviously, we're talking about our agent because around that time, we talked about potentially getting out of New York. She said she was going to talk to the front office. Still haven't heard from her since. Obviously, we're past the trade deadline, so even if she did end up answering, it's not like she can do anything for us now. But still, it's kind of sad that we're sitting here after 2 complete game shutouts, and we're just sad staring at our phone in a hotel room, right? Either way, again, we only have about a month and a half left in this season, and we are on our way to end up getting to 20 wins. We got 15 so far with a handful of games left in the season that we're pitching, and I'm really hoping that we can actually hit that milestone. Again, I think if we end up doing that, we have a really good chance of getting the Cy Young, no matter how well we do as a team. So again, we really need to focus on ourselves, and we need to make sure that we go out there and do our best in these games. Now, we did just win against Colorado, 9-0, which is why we're in Colorado in a hotel room right now. But our next game isn't going to be until Tuesday against the Atlanta Braves. It looks like we're going to have a little practice on the 16th, but again, we're going to need that as we come back home and take on a division rival. Now, right now, they're a game and a half behind the Phillies for the NL East, so I know they're going to want to play extremely hard, but again, we want to try to make one of those last wild card spots, and if we don't beat Atlanta, we're definitely not going to make it there. Now, our second game is probably going to be against Miami, so again, 2 divisional matchups in this one. I'm really looking forward to seeing if we can actually hit that milestone, or at least get a little bit closer, hopefully up to 17 wins, to that 20-win milestone. Now, we are going to go to the bullpen, and honestly, as much as I'd love to work on our control, we're going on the break on the split. That is going to be extremely nice. The sharp drop down there to be able to get guys to swing through it. And if you get that couple extra inches of drop, honestly, that's going to be a really, really big help, especially trying to get guys out. Obviously with hits as well, but so. Well, this doesn't look great for us. Look at that lineup right now. Not a single one of them is cold. 4 of them are hot, and not just 4 of them, but they're 2, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. 4 of their best players on the team. This is going to be a really tough matchup. We've taken care of this lineup before, so we shouldn't be extremely scared, but at the same time, it's going to be a really tough lineup. Can we actually pick up our 16th win? Well, the fact that it's raining in New York does not give me high hopes. We've never really done that great in the rain. Get foul. Well, I will say it again, we're not that great in the rain. I don't know how we gave up a home run to Harris. That wasn't even a horrible pitch. I want to see where that was at. Because no shot that should have been taken out of the park. Did that really drift over the zone that much? It was a 91-mile-an-hour 2-seamer. And man, dude, that took a weird trajectory. That looked like that should occur foul. How did that get pushed back? And it was an upper decker. Okay, yeah, so that was a bit in the zone. Probably should have kept it away from there. But what can you do? We wouldn't have even picked up the strike if he didn't swing. I don't know why I'm going back to the circle change. Yeah, and you can tell we're a little bit rattled right now. Let's just make sure that we don't give up any more home runs. So we've only thrown 1 strike today, and it was a home run, huh? There we go. At least we pick up another one. But my lord, man. Not the start to the game that we really wanted. Thankfully, we pushed it to a 3-2 count. And let's go with the slurve one more time. It's our best pitch so far. And it unfortunately gives up another hit. Well, I did say this is going to be a really tough game. But come on, man. We need to really pull it together here. Acuna, will you please end up grounding into a double play for me? No, you won't, but at least you will pop out to left field. And what a horrible throw over there. Thankfully, we got someone backing it up. Eloy, my lord, man. Sometimes. All right. Still guy on first. We still need to get that double play. That would at least be ideal. Obviously, we want more strikeouts, but as long as we can end up picking up 3 outs in the inning and getting out of this jam, I'll be extremely happy. Can't believe we gave up a leadoff home run to Harris. That's actually kind of embarrassing. But we got to put that embarrassment aside and just continue to attack this game as if that first inning didn't happen. Horrible pitch. There we go, though. At least we get him out there. And honestly, we're going to go backdoor slurve. Can we get him on this? Yes, we do. We got lucky on that call. We haven't been getting that all day. We didn't get that in the first inning. But thankfully, we do get it here in the second as we end up striking out Cruz. From this point of view, it looked like it was off the plate, so I don't know why he gave us the call, but maybe it was just a make-up call from earlier. All right, Olsen, let's see what you can do now. We got a little more confidence back, especially in that slurve, as that is going to be just off the edge. We shouldn't be upset about that. We're going to get a little redemption here, as he just hacks that one into right center. Does not look like the pitcher that just threw 2 complete game shutouts. As it's funny that with Atlanta, they're 7-hitter. And don't get me wrong, I get it. It's Ozzie Albies and everything. But the fact that they're 7-hitter as a boss challenge is absolutely insane. Let's even get that strikeout here. Did that say out of the zone? Gosh, I hope so. Because that's what we're going to try to go with. Actually, we're going to try to get him up and in with the fastball. Will he swing at the elevated? No! Okay. Swing and a miss. That's great. We end up failing the mission because it wasn't out of the strike zone, despite the fact that we wanted it to be out of the strike zone, but he swings at one that probably would have been a home run to any other hitter. So, woo! That's great. 2 outs now. Yes, we have a guy on first, but at the very least, we're almost out of this inning. Oh my lord, why did you swing at that, Brandon? You know what? Let's try to get redemption on that one and actually get this one out of the zone. It's where we wanted against Ozzie, but we just couldn't get it. So we're going to do it with the split. I think the backdoor slurve might do it this time, honestly. There it is. Right out of the hand, man. I knew it. We had that little bit of break that was going to hit the corner, and thankfully, he wasn't necessarily looking for it. Now, let's see if the offense can produce. Apparently, that's way too much to ask of them. I mean, well, let's be honest here. Can you really expect your offense to do that on such a rainy day? Sorry, was that sarcastic enough? I hope so. Get out of here. 3 strikes. You're gone. Murphy, who's usually very disciplined at the plate, swinging that one out of the zone. We're going to get a little redemption. We're going right back to where we started with him. But we just didn't get it in the zone this time. All right, let's go slurve. Why not? Because that's going to drop in for a strike. We'd love to see that. Can we get him with a split? Might be a little out of the zone. It is, but he makes contact. But it is foul, thankfully. And now let's go up and in with the fastball. Might be one of the last times we can do it today. It's sad. Can you get him at 3? Oh, they're waving him through. No, well, they didn't wave him through. He just decided to go. And unfortunately, he gets a triple out of that. Dude's going to hit the cycle against us, isn't he? I think he's going to hit for the cycle. He's got the 2 hardest ones. And honestly, we need to strike out Jared right here. If we don't strike out Jared, we're in some serious trouble. Because I think any ball batted in play, unless we're going straight home, whether it get hit to the corner or to us. Okay. I was going to say would end up scoring him. Here's the good news, though. Now we do have the double play in order. And if we get the double play, hey, no harm done. So let's see if we can keep the ball down in the zone. It is Acuna, though, so it is going to be pretty tough. All right, I really don't want to walk the bases loaded. Oh, no. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I mean, 2-0 count. We're falling apart, guys. We're falling apart. That 20-win season might be in the rear view at this point. Unless for some reason our offense picks it up and scores like 5 next inning. I think we're a little SOL. That's going to be a ground out to second, but it does advance him to third. 2 outs, no. And now we go to O'Neal Cruz, pardon me. Struck him out already once today. Let's see if we can do it again as he just looks at the circle change. Let's go up and in. Fastball. Again, that's really just to change his eye level. Get that change up. Can't believe he swung at that one. Let's go back to a sliver again. I got him once. Get it again. Nope. And that is going to be 4 runs. Should have went with a different pitch. Again, he knew we were going there. And now we're in some serious trouble. Gosh, I feel like it's our first season all over again. Gosh, this sucks. Dude, to see 4 runs on the board before the 3rd inning's over, just sad. As I can't believe that gets through the infield. That was such a weak hit, too. I don't know what's wrong with us. I mean, I did say this was going to be a talented lineup, and we're damn right about that. And thankfully, that's going to be a chopper to first, and we get out of the 3rd inning, but... Bro, we do not have it. We need our offense to really pick us up today if we want to get that 16th win. And wow, thanks for the run, guys. It's so helpful. Now just repeat that a couple more times and we're going to be good. Man, just not our best game by any stretch of the imagination. I thought that we threw a couple bad ones, a couple games ago, or a handful of games ago, I should say. But man, they don't compare to this. As that should have been a strikeout, but that ended up chopping up the middle. Thankfully, Lindor gets him at first, but... And man, we are lacking on the strikeouts today. We finally are over 200, and I guess that means that we're going to try to, I don't know, kind of just cruise through the rest of the season, knowing that we're not going to make the playoffs, but... Come on, that's a sad existence. That's not the way we play, damn it. That is not the way we play. We got to go out there, we got to tighten this up. We can't take anything for granted at this point. I would love to get to 250 strikeouts. And that's a... I was going to say that was a good start right there because I thought he was going to swing. But instead, we'll get him on the change, which is a ground out. So, we're not getting closer to 250 on this one, but... Again, produces an out. I'm okay with that. Harris, you are not getting another base hit on me, damn it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Finally giving us that call. Appreciate it. Nope. Just misses on the inside corner. Go with the split. Ah, no! He's going to actually hit for the cycle. My guy only needs a double now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. You know what? At least we got through him in the order, though. There we go. Jared, we're going to strike you out. Hey, he's going to steal. That's fine, though. 0-2 count. Barry is split. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. But still, really pathetic game so far. We just need to score some runs, I guess. And hey, that's another one. But it would be really nice to get up to 5 runs before we get taken out of this game. That way we can be in line for the win. But is that too much to ask of this team? Unfortunately, the answer to that question might be yes. They've not done it often. As that is actually a really good spot for a 1-1 split. Especially if he was looking outside. Which he makes contact on that one. Now we got to go up and in with a fastball. Let's actually clip the zone on this. Well, we don't, but we jam him enough where he swings through it. And Acuna goes down on strikes. We got 6 strikeouts. It feels like we have so much less than that. I don't know why. I thought we were really slacking on the strikeouts. I thought we only had 3 at this point. But apparently my... I thought... Dude, that gave me flashbacks to the first inning. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, no, my short-term memory obviously is a little shot right now. That's all right. Here's one guy that I know we've struck out today. That's O'Neal Cruz. See, we... Okay. There we go, baby. I was hoping we could do it again, but... Again, not the best outing. You're already taking us out? Brother, can you please at least get us... Never mind. I'm not going to sit here and complain. That's our fault for pitching extremely poorly to start this game. I guess we deserve to get taken out. And would you look at that? We end up losing, but we didn't pick up the loss. Looks like we ended up tying it up, but we end up inevitably losing as a team in general. Now, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs. That's a stat line that you would have seen out of us either in AAA or as soon as we got moved up to the majors. In this season, that's super embarrassing. I mean, I know it was a very talented lineup. Don't get me wrong, and we said that at the beginning of the game. We said it throughout the game. But, man, they handled us very, very well. I wish we could have played a little bit better. But that's okay, because we have a chance to make it up here as we're stay at home and take on the Miami, almost said Dolphins, Marlins. As we're going to be taking on Sandy. That's going to be rough, although, again, he is having a pretty rough season so far. 5-13 with 3.92 ERA. Hopefully our offense can really feast on that. And hopefully we can actually take care of their lineup pretty well. Our ERA climbed back up over 2, hoping we can bring it back down after that, as we're sitting at 212 strikeouts. We can get up to 220 at the end of this video. That would be ideal. So let's sim forward. Let's hope that our team can actually do some stuff against the Braves. As we do end up winning 1 out of the 3, but then we drop the first 2 to the Marlins. How? Against this lineup? Come on. Burger's great, don't get me wrong. Everyone else is in the 70s. I understand they have 3 guys that are hot right now, but my goodness, man. I don't know how we did that. Looks like we have a rookie starting at catcher. So that unfortunately means we are not going to have Alvarez back there catching for us. I wonder how that's actually going to affect us. I'm not going to lie. And I will say it looks like we're sending out the B squad for this one. Look at how many 70 overalls. Again, our rookie is a 64. That's kind of rough. But hopefully our performance here will actually keep us afloat. And hopefully maybe we can actually pick up another complete game shutout. But needless to say, we can't put the cart before the horse. Can't get a complete game shutout until we get through, obviously 9 innings. We haven't even thrown 1 yet. Great start to the inning, though. As we thankfully get that in, and that is going to be a ground out to third base. Hopefully that is not a bad omen for the strikeouts that I'm hoping that we're going to get today. But, again, not getting a strikeout on the first batter. It's not like us. It's not like us. That's alright. We can get 2 more this inning as we end up getting that slurve right in the zone. Let's go up and in with the fastball on this one. As unfortunately we leave that in just a little too much. But we change his eye level. Let's go down with that change. And honestly, we're going to bury a slurve on him. Why not? It's a beautiful pitch. He's going to get in, isn't he? Oh, let's go. All right. Rook, I am so sorry for not having faith in you, man. I am so sorry. Great play right there. Way to block it. And way to get him out at first. Excuse me for not having faith. All right, we're going to go down and out twice here. That's fine. Goes to 1-1, but that allows us to jam him up and in. And he is not going to swing at that, and they're not even going to check it. Go change up down and in since he just saw up. That was a little more over the plate than I was hoping. But now we can get him with the slurve. Keep it kind of in the zone, but get him out. Nope. It's a horrible frisbee right there. And honestly, gotta go split. I have a lot of faith in it. We added to that drop, but unfortunately did not affect it on that enough. Fastball. Let's go up and in. Full count, I understand. Get him. Okay. At the very least, after he fouls that off, again, that's going to set up for the slurve. One more time. Get him. Make this the best pitch of the day, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Well, hopefully not of the day, because we're only through 1 inning now. But still, great pitch right there, and thankfully we pick up 2 Ks. As I'm sure our offense ended up picking up as well. There's no runs in that one. That's not great. But, again, can't expect them to get runs every inning. This isn't like this is the Mets team from last year. And by that I mean in the video game, not in real life. There we go. All right, Jake. Swinging a fastball up and in. Elevate that. Boom! Let's go. Shouldn't have swung at that. Not our best pitch. But we pick up the swinging strikeout. And that is 3 in a row. All right, Vaquero. Looking at that slurve. That is beautiful. See if we can get him with another off-speed with the changeup. Don't quite pick up the zone on that one. But we can jam him up and in. 1-1. Push this to 1-2. Yeah, it's going to stay in play. Okay. I was going to say then we could actually go down and away and pick up that strikeout, but instead we'll pick up the the foul out, I guess, and pick up our second out of the inning. Love it. That was a great pitch, though. That was a great spot. That swept across the entire strike zone, but unfortunately did not cross in the strike zone. Go change up, down and out. I said in that last video I wanted to try that a little bit more. And honestly, that was a great spot. If that was an 0-2 count, that's a strikeout. But on 1-1, he decided not to go after it. That was a horrible jump by our left fielder, but he's still going to end up picking up the catch. Thank God. And thankfully for us, in the scorebook, that only appears as a pop-out. Good inning. Great job by Sandy as well, as he ends up keeping us scoreless too. But here we go. Now we got Jake up to bat again. This time Cronenworth, not Bowers. And he is cold, thankfully. But unfortunately, we allowed him to heat up just a little bit by getting a single right up the middle. Who would have thought the guy who was cold would have picked up the first hit? Not I. But alright. That's alright. We got Jolks up. Got a chance to be able to get the double play ball. Excuse me? That entire ball was in the strike zone. Thanks for the makeup call right there, even though that was still in the zone anyways. You guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see that. That didn't happen. That's alright though, because we're going to end up picking up the slurve for the strikeout. Or the ground out over to first. And now we're in a tough spot because we only got one out with a guy on third. So we need to keep the ball on the infield because he is pretty slow, so we might be able to get him at home. But honestly, we need the strikeout here. Or again, a sharp hit ball to one of the corners. I don't know why we keep just throwing it out. And that unfortunately is going to be the run. First run of the game. And now that puts us in jeopardy of the loss. As we're just not looking sharp. Again. We're also not getting any calls either. Something makes me believe that if we had Alvarez out there, we might get some of those calls. But having a rookie out there, maybe not. That's alright. If we can pick up a strikeout, that was a horrible pitch. If we can pick up a strikeout, that would be ideal. Get him up and in. There it is. Thank God. We get out of the third inning, but not without damage. Our offense really needs to pick up at least one here. We're at home. Put on a show for these guys. These are the guys that are paying your salary, damn it. Come on. Give them a show. Give them a reason to want to come out to the ballpark. I think this is a Tuesday, and it looks like a day game. These guys skipped work to come see you guys play baseball. Put on a clinic, damn it. Thankfully, we finally get a strike. That looks good. That's going to be a weak ground out to second base. And we got our first out of the inning. Come on, let's get out of this quick. I want to see our offense put up some runs, please. Because currently, they do have 2 hits. They do have 2 hits. Unfortunately, they just were not strung together. And we need to stop going too well on guys. Especially guys like Berger. Thankfully, we pick up the strike. He doesn't want to swing at it. Go split down and in. That did not break the way that we wanted it to, but thankfully it's a strike. And now we can get him one more time with the slurve. I have faith. Lindor. I know you were a better shortstop than that. I know you have more range than that. Like, not even an attempt at it, like a dive or anything. This team is checked out for the season. Now you can see why I want to leave this city, huh? No offense, Mets fans. Like, this isn't on you guys. It ain't you guys at all. It's just this offense that's just giving up on the season. That was a good pitch, though. That's where we wanted it. Let's keep it out with the changeup this time. Dude, we cannot get a strikeout for the life of us. Let's go split. Let's actually kind of bury it this time. Produce a swing. We don't. And now we're going to have to go change up, keep it in the zone. And he can't hold on to it. Let's go Slurve. Best pitch of the day. It is not. And Bowers is fouling off a lot of pitches here. 8 already in this at bat. There it is. Well, I guess he is the 4-hitter for a reason. Try to backdoor. There. Oh, no. You have given us that call already today. You have given us that call, and you're not giving it to us now. That is rude. Dude, we have thrown so many in the strike zone that he has not called the strike. That's bad. Thankfully for us, we still get an out. But unfortunately, that is an error over at second. That should have been an inning-ending double play. Instead, now it's second and third with 2 outs. Go change up down and out. Oh, that almost clipped the zone. That's a great place to put it, though. As we go with the split down and in. And for some reason, now these guys have become the most disciplined hitters I've ever seen in my life. All right, Rook, I know you ain't doing that to us. I know you ain't doing that to us. Come on. My brother, what are we doing? All right, come on. We're better than that. Lindor, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. And that's going to be 3 runs. This is one of the worst stretches of our career so far. This is the worst video I put out. I'm not going to lie. But I will say this is a dream for those of you guys who watch me just to see me fail at this. Because honestly, again, this is one of the worst. Why did you swing at that? It's definitely been one of the worst games that we've had all season. Easily. The worst 2-game stretch. How did you make contact with that? Alright, well, we get out of the 4th, but still 3 runs. And, bro, I don't even know what to do at this point. Of course, now they score 2. Couldn't have been the inning before when they only had 1 run. Come on, give me some hope here, guys. It's like they're doing that on purpose. As that's going to be a gapper, isn't it? It is, but still, he's going to stay at first. And we become an extremely hittable pitcher. We are now, we're an 89 overall? Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second now. As Bay hits one into right field. What have we become? If we would actually get some of those calls, though, I think we'd be much better off. Thankfully, we're going to get a double play on this one. It was a close one, but we got it. And now we got 2 outs. Come on. Just got to get Berger out. We've done it before this game. Once on a strikeout. We can do it again. Thank God he was looking for a fastball on that one. That had no break. These guys, again, are very disciplined now. I don't know what happened. Thankfully, that should be a pop out. I'm not going to say anything yet. Okay, there we go. Thankfully, we do. We get out of the 5th. But again, bro, this is embarrassing. But hallelujah! We tied the game up. Now we just got to keep it here. And if Bowers is going to swing at those now, who somehow ended up having, what, like a 10-pitch at bat 2 innings ago, he's going to swing at those. We're going to be good. Fastball up and in. Sit down. Well, we'll sit him down with a split then. Get that break. Yeah, that did not have a sharp break. You even saw that when it looked very loopy. Oh, no. Thank God. Gosh, we just... I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a focus problem. I don't feel like I'm doing anything different from what I usually do. But for some reason, we're just really slacking here at the end of the season. Again, thankfully our offense has picked us up a little bit. And honestly, I want to know who the hell this umpire is. Sir, we are going to have some problems going forward. Great play by the ball boy or ball girl over there, or whoever that is, the ball person. And we can bring it back. 2-2-2 count. Wow. You actually called that for once. Split, finish him off. I'm sorry, Slurve. Let's go. I even mixed up my pitches there. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, we get our 5th strikeout in the 6th inning. And man, we are definitely probably not going to get up to 220. We need to strike him out and then still go into the 7th inning if we want to be able to get that. And unfortunately, we're already up to 93 pitches, so I don't know how much longer he wants us to stay out there. All right, that's going to be a pop out to center. Hopefully that means we're going to be able to go out for the 7th, but I'm just hoping that our offense produces at least one more run. My statement still holds. I hope we're able to produce a run. That would mean that we're in line for the win. If not, then, well, at least we're going to get a no decision, but not one step closer to 20 wins. And again, we may not have picked up the win ourselves, but at least we picked up the win as the team. 2 no decisions in this one, but man, this, again, has to be one of the worst 2-game stretches that we've had in our entire career. I will say the good thing there, the 7.1 WAR, first in the NL, but I want to see that be first in the MLB. Thing though is, we need to pitch a lot better if we want that to be the case. Now again, thankfully we got bailed out right there. We picked up the win against Miami. But again, we need to really sharpen up as we're going to have a chance to get a little bit of revenge against Atlanta in Atlanta in our next start on Friday. Going to be a little tough. And did I say that last one was a Tuesday game? My bad. I was thinking about Atlanta. So those people didn't skip work to be here. My bad. Either way, we still wanted to put on a show for them, and thankfully we ended up picking up the win. Thanks, guys. But again, yeah, we got Atlanta, and then that's going to be our last start of August before we get into the last month of the season, where we're going to be, more than likely taking on San Diego. Going to be tough. So we have 1, 2, probably 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 starts left in this season. And that means we need to pick up 5 wins out of the next 6 starts if we want to hit that 20-win threshold. That would be ideal. Unfortunately, we're still 3 strikeouts short of 220. But thankfully for us, I think we have enough games left in the season where we will climb up to 250. Our ERA climbing up to 2.11 isn't great, but honestly, if we can have 2 great starts against Atlanta and San Diego, which, yes, I understand is much easier said than done, then hey, we can get ourselves back on track, and again, we can probably pick up the Cy Young, despite the fact that our team is not going to make it anywhere. It's unfortunate that we made it to this point in the season, and it's unfortunate that we had 2 really bad starts, but again, we just need to finish this season really strong, and then we'll get an MLB The Show 25, and we're going to continue the story with, hopefully, a different franchise. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.